You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys. You know what? I was talking about this on my other network just now, and I was so disgusted. I said, you know, I'm just going to come over here and talk about this as well because this is just have to be one of the most disgusting situations, and it's all personal, man. It's all personal. It's all for personal situations, personal profit, personal. Everything is personal with this situation with the current president of the United States, J. Trump, and it's disgusting, right? And I'm just gonna tell everybody that's listening to this video and everybody that they're gonna send notification to if you get one, because y'all know on my channel they love not to send a notification. That's just how they roll, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta smash the like button, share the video, like the video, so it get me back in the algorithm. I think I figured out the problem to why the notifications wasn't going out, and it was my fault. But it is what it is. Let me tell y'all something, man. Donald Trump, he just made the biggest mistake in United States history. The first biggest mistake he already made was going to war with Iran and going over there for no reason when a person did not even attack us, when they weren't even close to having nuclear WMD. You went over there and attacked them people in the name of somebody else. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But what just happened right now, what he just did, bro, this is disgusting that you get to use the office of the president to do things like this and escape immunity. Let me tell y'all something. So Donald Trump, for you guys who don't just know the breaking news that just went on, Donald Trump has just had his Department of Justice indict 94-year-old former Cuban leader. Now everybody knows that Trump has this situation going on with Cuba right now. It's basically trying to break Cuba economically and everything like that. He doesn't care if people losing their life. He doesn't care what's going on over there with the elderly people. He's inhumane. He's inhumane. He doesn't care at all. So he's literally trying to break them so they have to adhere to what he wants. This is the whole reason why he went in and did what he did to Venezuela. Because Venezuela's the ones who supplies Cuba with a lot of their, you know what I'm saying, oil and things like that so they can run their country, right? So he knew if he cut off the head in Venezuela and took control of that situation, he could cut the resources to Cuba drastically and really hurt Cuba because he wants to take Cuba. He's already said this on the record. The guy's an absolute disgrace. He just went and indicted a 94-year-old man for what he says is murder. Now, this case has been not even been talked about. Nobody's even thought about prosecutors for over 30 years. But for some reason today, Donald Trump does this. And he's doing it for individual political purposes. Is why he's doing it because it's abuse of the law. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. So he's indicted Castro, right? 94 years old. He's indicted this man because of something that happened in 1996 where, you know what? If it's true, it's not right. Thou shalt not kill. We know that, right? But I want y'all to listen to this because as y'all listen to this, I want y'all to think about something I'm about to tell y'all because this shit got me mad this morning.
There. I do want to get to this breaking news. Sources are telling Fox News the Justice Department is expected to announce an indictment against Cuba's former leader, Raul Castro. We're told he could face murder charges nearly 30 years after he allegedly directed Cuban fighter jets to shoot down two civilian planes over international waters. That attack killed 4 men and included 3 U.S. citizens. That announcement is scheduled for 1 p.m.
Now, they just made the announcement even before that. As soon as the news came out, 10 minutes ago, they made the announcement that they have indicted this 94-year-old man. Now, I want you to think about this. Donald Trump is saying, let me read, because I want the whole nation needs to understand what I'm about to say, right? So, for you guys who don't know about this man right here and the allegations against him, right? Basically, the allegations against him go like this. Raul Castro, right? 94 years old. 94 years old, right? Basically, he has just been indicted in the Southern District of Florida, right? In a case We all know Florida's Donald Trump's backyard. But in a case where on February 24th, 1996, the downing of two civilian aircrafts operated by a Miami-based Cuban exile humanitarian organization, Brothers to the Rescue. A Cuban military MiG fighter jet shot down two unarmed Cessna planes over international waters in the Florida Straits. The organization routinely flew these routes to spot and save Cuban raptors that were fleeing the island. So 4 men lost their lives. 3 were American citizens and 1 was an American resident, right? Now, at the time of the shootdown, Raul Castro served as Cuba's minister of the Revolutionary Armed Forces. He was the defense minister, basically, right? Making him the military commander responsible for the forces that executed the operation. Right? Now, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Right? The U.S. intelligence has long had this and set on this situation, but now Donald Trump is jumping on this because of the situation with Cuba. But I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to show y'all the hypocrisy and the biggest mistake this man just made. I'm going to tell y'all why Donald Trump is a devious dude, man. First of all, we still waiting on the Epstein files, sucker. That's first and foremost. We still waiting on, I want you to think about this. This is how diabolical this dude is. The Epstein file, first of all, last night, the victims that are still alive from the Epstein files came out and said that old boy who just did his testimony yesterday lied on the stand. Yeah, they say he lied. They said he lied on the stand and that he never communicated with them or their lawyers. He said he sat up there and lied in his testimony yesterday, right? Now, I want you to think about this. Also, you've had the other Epstein accuser come out and say, hey, man, I named many other co-conspirators in my complaint to the FBI. Why is only Ghislaine Maxwell in prison right now? There are a lot of other powerful men that are co-conspirators that are out right now free. Why haven't they been prosecuted? Why didn't all my statements get released in the Epstein files? Why did they redact a lot of my statements in the Epstein files? Now, listen to what I'm about to say to y'all. If that victim just came out, I did a video on that last week on this channel. Now, listen to what I'm saying to y'all right now. You got all these people in the Epstein files that for years have still not been prosecuted. Donald Trump told y'all, oh, let's get past that. Why are we still on that? This mofo gonna go dig up something from 30 years ago. Okay, cool. Whether it's right or wrong or true or false. If it's true, okay, cool. All right. But what about the Epstein files? But beyond that, and y'all smash the like button, y'all come on in here because I'm finna tell y'all something. Donald Trump, the most devious dude I've ever seen or heard of before. And I'm finna tell y'all why. Donald Trump is a shrewd operator, bro. He does shit so he doesn't get his hands dirty. Everybody else around him gonna feel the pain. Him indicting this man today, he ran the military in Cuba. Don't y'all know that Donald Trump ordered those boats that was going around overseas? He's the one who told the military commander to take them out. And then he went online and bragged about it. They posted a video about how they were blowing up those ships that had alleged drugs on it. Now think about this. This is the United States of America. The United States of America even brought El Chapo in alive and gave him a trial. But Donald Trump, those people that was on those boats that he alleged had drugs, they didn't get no trial. Donald Trump shot them things down and bragged on it. And that's why everybody's saying he should be guilty of war crimes. He should be guilty of murder because those people were not available to have their civil liberties and rights presented to them. Think about what I'm saying to y'all right now. So those people that was on those boats, You're only going off what Trump told you when he posted the videos of them getting killed, of them exploding the boats. Donald Trump told you that it was drugs on those boats. But guess what? If they knew exactly where these people are in the waters, why not go seize the boats, seize them, arrest them, seize the drugs, and then show everybody in the trial who these people are? Isn't that the fair way in the United States of America? Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Now, check this out, y'all. I had to go look up the law on this because Donald Trump, he can do all of this, and an active president of the United States cannot be prosecuted. Think about this shit. Donald Trump cannot be prosecuted for any of these things he's done. But guess what Donald Trump has done? Just how he just went and jammed up today, Raul Castro. While Donald Trump, even after he leaves the presidency of the United States of America, he's shielded from being charged against this. But guess who's not shielded? The military leader who Donald Trump told to order those boats be taken out. Think about how fair is that? That they can come back and prosecute the military leader who gave the final order that he got from the big man to take those boats out, but not Donald Trump. He's shielded. Even after his presidency is over with, he's shielded. Now, this is how diabolical this dude is. And now there's another major story that came out today as well. That Donald Trump got into a major argument with Bibi Netanyahu last night over the war in Iran. That Donald Trump, Bibi Netanyahu, is upset because Donald Trump won't continue right now to strike Iran. And that he's upset that Donald Trump won't continue with the mission. They've already blundered many parts of the mission according to the reports. But he is upset, him and Donald Trump, they apparently got into a major argument last night about this situation. Where they say Donald Trump wants that Iran fully gives up his nuclear program. And let me say this to y'all. Let me say this to everybody that's listening. I want to say this to everybody that's listening, right? All right? I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. Donald Trump, and to the brother in the comment section who said that, you said we love to gossip. No, bitch ass nigga. Donald Trump love to send people to go to war when he ain't been to war. Ain't none of his family been to war. Ain't none of his family served. Sit down and shut the hell up. Sit down and shut the hell up. The hell is wrong with you, boy? Sit your little ass down, boy. You can't come in here and run down on me like this, fool. Donald Trump loves sending other people's kids to go out here and fight these wars. But where is Baron Trump at? Where is Baron Trump, boy? Where is he at, boy? Where is Baron Trump? Donald Trump don't have no problem sending everybody else's kids over here to fight a war, but ain't nobody in his family served. But you over here running your mouth talking that shit to me. Sit down and shut the hell up, dog. Shut your ass up. I'm not the one out here calling for wars, you damn fool. I'm not calling for no war. Now back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by a stain. So what I'm saying to y'all, Bibi Netanyahu, Donald Trump lied to the whole world. He told y'all on the first strike that he did in Iran, I've completely destroyed all their nuclear capabilities and reactors. Iran will never be able to have a nuclear weapon now that we did that strike. That was a lie. Because weeks later, almost a month later, he went to war with them. And he told y'all, he lied to y'all again and said, oh, well, I had to go to war because we had to stop Iran from getting a WMD. We have to stop them from getting a nuke. What do you mean? You just said already that the attack that you did with the bunker busters destroyed everything, you liar. You're a liar. Liar. Then, check this out. Once you test the waters and come, it's over with. Once Donald Trump fell into what Bibi Netanyahu and them wanted to do, which was attack Iran, Bibi Netanyahu knew it's over with because he knows the Iranians ain't never going to let it go. They're never going to negotiate with Donald Trump in the United States now. Bibi Netanyahu knew Donald Trump was so stupid. This is the reason why all the other presidents avoided attacking Iran, because they knew Iran was just talking a lot of shit, but they wasn't really going to pop off like that because Iran did not really want to go to war. They just wanted to protect themselves like every other country. Donald Trump, dumbass, comes in listening to Bibi Netanyahu, who already wants to get Iran up out of here. But Bibi didn't want to do it because he didn't have the backing from nobody else, because nobody else was stupid to do what Donald Trump, dumbass, did. And now Bibi Netanyahu knows, after Donald Trump went out and bragged about unaliving all their leaders and all these other people, now you drew first blood. So now the beef ain't never going to squash. It's never going to be squashed. And anybody thinking that Donald Trump is going to get a deal, Bibi Netanyahu knows he's never going to get a deal. The Iranians are never going to deal with Donald Trump. They're never going to do a deal. Matter of fact, they're probably never going to do another deal with the United States of America ever again. Bibi Netanyahu, he knew this the whole time. He knew the day the United States linked up with them and attacked, he knew that it would never be an agreement ever again because Iran would never trust the United States. They had an agreement, and even if you don't like Barack Obama, they had an agreement, and nobody had been attacked. Nobody in the United States of America had been attacked. Think about that. And Donald Trump comes in and tears that shit up and says, I can get a better agreement. No, you can't. You don't even have an agreement. And every day he's online acting like a damn fool. 80-something years old, done lost his damn mind up here, turking and tweeting like a fool every day. This man have no plan. He have no structure. He have no stability. It's a damn fool. And now there's no way out. He's talking all this tough talk, but all of the buddies in the Persian Gulf who, Qatar and all these people who bought Donald Trump these big ass airplane, all this other stuff, they telling him, hey man, you got to calm this shit down, bro. We live over here. When you attack them, they're going to attack us and destroy us. So Donald Trump has to now, he has to back because of the situation and the ramifications. And he is so upset because he thought Donald Trump was an idiot. He listened to Bibi Netanyahu. He thought that he could bully the Iranians into doing whatever he wanted them to do, like he did the Venezuelans. But the Iranians was going to stand on business. The Iranians have so much pride. Did you see online yesterday? The Iranians armed their citizens. They got their everyday citizens armed, ready for whatever. If the United States come in with ground troops, they've armed all their regular citizens. You need to look on your news. Donald Trump have created a situation that is going to leave a stain for the next 50 years. Mark my words. And it's all his god-dag-on fault. And Bibi Netanyahu winged him in it, and he know he did. And now, Bibi Netanyahu, he knows. That's why him and Trump allegedly was arguing last night. Because he knows there's no way out now. There's no way out. The only way out of this is to do what everybody doesn't want to be done. That has common sense. And even that's not going to work because they got a nation of 90 million people. You're not going to be able to go out there and just take them all out. And Donald Trump's telling y'all this. He told y'all, He's wanting to wipe out a whole civilization of people. This dude is a maniac. And he does it all hiding behind these weak-ass laws that he can't be prosecuted and all these other things for his actions. So now, Bibi Netanyahu's wanting Donald Trump, come on, man, we got to keep going. We got to keep the attacks. And Donald Trump's like, man, I'm getting killed over here. I've already made myself like a damn fool getting into this situation. I've destroyed my reputation. All the people that I had liking me don't turn on me, don't like me no more. Donald Trump is in too deep. He knows it. He knows he made it, but he got to stand on it. So this is maniac, dictator behavior that he's got going on. But today, because see, I'm going to tell y'all something. This is why it's always important to worry about your own business. The United States of America got so much bullshit going on right now in the country, so much violence, racism, and don't even say racism. You see all the racism surrounding Chud the Builder and all the races that he have brought out to the front of the class with his situation. You see that right there live in HD. You see all the races that he don't brought out to the front page. They out here in the open now with it. He helped make this thing brave now. But, we worried about other people's problems. I told you guys, anybody that listens to my videos, listens to my network, anybody that has a half a brain, this would not be hard for you to understand what I'm saying to you, right? Listen to what I'm saying to you, and I want you to think about this. The United States has the resources to do pretty much anything they want to do in the world. Anything. Donald Trump brags about this every day. So why is there still crime in the United States of America? Why is there still murders in the United States of America? Why is there still robberies in the United States of America? Think about that. Think about what I just said. Why is there still poverty in the United States of America when they have gazillions of dollars to just throw away every day going on wars? Think about this. You could literally feed every citizen with all the money they wasting on wars. Not only that, with all the troops you have worried about everybody else, if you had them protecting these neighborhoods, these shopping places, and these stores in the United States of America, you would cut down crime 90%. How do I know? Look at the model in any other country. Many other countries that have that model where they use their own security to secure the country have very low crime. You ain't fitting to go to China and see the day-to-day crime that you see in the United States of America. You're not going to Taiwan and seeing it. You're not going to South Korea and seeing it. You're not going to I can name countries over in Europe. You're not in the Middle East, the Persian Gulf. You're not seeing the day-to-day crimes in Saudi Arabia that you see in the United States of America. In Saudi Arabia, it's rare that you see a crime. You can walk the streets of Saudi Arabia. And you can walk the streets of Syria. You can walk the streets of Lebanon and not see none of the shit you see in the United States of America on a day-to-day basis. Think about what I just said to y'all. You won't see half. You won't see it. You'll be like, what the hell? If you took your ass, you could go to Iran and walk down the street in Iran and you wouldn't see none of this crime. You know why? Because you would see soldiers and people patrolling the streets and patrolling the areas where you shop. Only in the United States of America. Don't they protect? They truly protect. Because if they wanted to, they could shut all this crime and shit down. You know how I know? I'm going to give you a case and a point to think about before I leave this channel. They're sending a Super Bowl to Nashville, Tennessee in 2030. I just read that a couple days ago. But guess what they've been doing down there in Tennessee? They've been trying to clean up all that crime shit now so they can make it habitable to have events down there. So what did they send? They send all them people down there. They clean all that shit up. That shows you that they can send military officials to clean these streets up. Imagine they did that in the worst neighborhoods of America, the most crime-riddled neighborhoods, and they sent them down there just to patrol the area. You wouldn't have no more. They would cut that shit out. They don't want that. They want the prisons to be full. They want people to be sliming each other out and the hospitals to be full. Somehow them people got to get paid. Think about what I'm telling y'all right now. And y'all let this man sit up here and come out here. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Mark my words. Mark my words. Iran ain't never going to forget about this. It's never going to be peace ever again in our lifetime with Iran because of Donald Trump. Because of Donald Trump. I want you to think about that. So they'll wait. This is what they'll do. Revenge comes best when it's on a dish served cold. They'll just wait you out. They know that the Americans will get comfortable, relaxed, forget about it, let your guards down, and then boom. And then what's going to happen? Everybody going to say, oh, man, what happened, man? What? They come over here fucking with us, attacking us. No. That's payback for what Donald Trump did. Going over there effing with them people. And lying to y'all, talking about something. Hey, man, we had to stop them from getting a nuclear bomb. They weren't even close to having one. You listen to what I tell y'all. You listen to what I tell y'all. Everything that's happening right now, and Donald Trump has created all this situation. The Strait of Hormuz, that was never a situation until Donald Trump went over there on that bullshit. Think about this. He did all of this. Gas prices out the roof. This is all his doing. The economy jacked up. This is all him. And every day you look on his social media, it's more and more erratic, irrational, diabolical post, talk. The man is outright. I'm talking about, and here's the thing, right? Some people, they want to be so right, they can't acknowledge when they're wrong. They can't acknowledge when they're wrong. This is why I've always been a big advocate to eliminate the two-party system. Because it's useless. Democrats and Republicans they're useless. That shit is useless, man. Because all it is a bunch of people arguing back and forth with each other like kids. I told y'all this yesterday. All the Democrats and the Republicans is the Crips and the Bloods, but they got suits on. And they way more fucking dangerous. But all the niggas in the streets is the ones that's in prison. Them ones up there in them suits, they get to do what the hell they want to do with immunity. in impunity. They don't have no repercussions for that shit. And they ordering the most hits and doing all this stuff. Think about that. They want y'all to hate the red and the blue on the street, but respect the red and the blue in them suits. Think about what I just said to y'all. Think about it. This is when you play mind games and you dealing with people who don't have really good mental capacities. Think about what I'm saying to everybody listening to this video. You have to really think about the information I'm telling y'all. They depend on people not being smart. Donald Trump and these people, him, Clinton, all these people, don't y'all know that this morning I was listening? I listen to all the news. Like, because all of them tell a little bit of truth and some lies. So I listen to all of them. I was listening to Fox News this morning. Don't you know they was talking about all these people that was linked to Jeffrey Epstein that was around Barack Obama? Let me play this for y'all. And I put this on my ex. Because see, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm surgical with this thing. I'm surgical with this thing for real, for real. I want y'all to listen to this shit, man. I couldn't believe it. Listen to this. Why do we still know nothing about him? Well, we're finding out tonight some answers. The Wall Street Journal just got its hands on Jeffrey Epstein's private calendar. And it was a lot more suspicious than Brett Kavanaugh's. Epstein was meeting with the kind of people you'd think would steer clear of a convicted pedophile. Jeffrey Epstein was meeting with one of Barack Obama's top lawyers, Catherine Rumler. She met with Epstein dozens of times. Epstein even tried to set up Obama's lawyer to work for Bill Gates. How is Jeffrey Epstein a fixer between Obama's lawyer and Bill Gates? Epstein was also meeting with Joe Biden's CIA director. He wasn't CIA director at the time. He was Barack Obama's deputy secretary of state. William Burns was working for John Kerry at the State Department and meeting with Jeffrey Epstein, a known pedophile. And then Burns becomes CIA director. Today's director of the CIA went to Epstein's Manhattan townhouse where Epstein had sex with underage girls and, where he filmed other men having sex with underage girls. And William Burns went there and was then promoted to the director of the CIA. Now, I wonder if the future CIA director saw the portrait of Bill Clinton in a blue dress hanging in Epstein's parlor room. A few years later, Epstein was arrested and then hung himself in a jail cell while security. Now, I want y'all to think about this. And I'm going to leave this video at this. I could have played more because he went on and on and on. But I want y'all to catch my point by playing that. And salute to whoever just sent that cash app. I appreciate it. Let me see. Okay. I got you, dog. I got you. Shout out to my boy Xavier, man. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for that donation and cash app, man. I got you, dog. No doubt. So I want y'all to think about this. All these people. I want y'all to think. I'm gonna just leave it at this. This is the diabolical shit that's going on. And when we talk about leadership, your character matters. Who you are as a man or a woman, your character matters. You know why? Because you're making decisions that people's lives depend on it. It ain't just about your policy. Your character as a human being matters. That goes into decision making. That goes into your rationality of decision making. Your character. Why do I say that? Y'all notice one thing? All of these people, all of you guys that listen to this video, on both sides, a majority of these people that y'all voting for are sexual deviants that have been accused of taking it from some woman, some type of sexual misconduct, sexual assault. It ain't never just, man, I can just go get a woman just off just being just solid, a solid individual. It's always got to be some devious shit. Eric Swalwell was leading California for the governor's race. Landslide, he was leading. He was going to win the governorship of California. Eric Swalwell, Democrat. Guess what? Former congressman. Guess what? Exposed. Multiple women come out and say, man, this man was sexually assaulting and sexually abusing us, man. What? But these are the people are voting in here. Think about this. Think about all the sexual misconduct allegations Joe Biden had. Think about all the sexual misconduct allegations that Bill Clinton had. Think about all the sexual misconduct allegations that Donald Trump has. And the list goes on. Think about all the weirdo allegations that Kash Patel have going on surrounding him and the type of person people perceive him to be. And just all these different people. You can go over the years to presidential candidates, all this. Remember all the allegations that came out surrounding Sarah Palin? Remember all the allegations that came out with Herman Cain, Mr. 999, when the girl said that the nigga was buying his groceries? She said he was buying her groceries in exchange for a little, you know what? All these weirdos. I forget the other dude's name. There's another dude, Eric Weiner, all these dudes. And his name is Weiner. His name was Weiner. Think about what I just said. And to the person who says you Biden lover love all these immigrants here, bro, let me tell you something, bro. I'm going to say something to you about what you just said, bro. I'm going to say something to you, bro. Right? I'm going to be very clear and very honest with you, brother. All right? You said that, right? I'm going to ask you a question. I'm just going to ask you one question, man. TR Bell. TR Bell, I'm going to ask you two questions. I lied. TR Bell, you said you love all these immigrants here, that F ish up Democrats did it and still doing shit. You a fool. First of all, I don't care about the Democrats. And I don't care about the Republicans. I don't care about either side. I've already told you that. So you saying that, I don't know why you would say that when I told you that both sides are full of shit. That's first and foremost, Mr. What's your name again? TR Bell 7649. That's first of all. Second of all. Secondly, I already told you, I don't give a shit about Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden is full of shit. And I think Joe Biden should have been put in prison for freeing his criminal ass son. You got a problem with it? So what are you talking about, dog? I don't think you know what you're talking about, TR Bell. Get off your knees and wipe that substance off your lips. Now, also, let me say this to you. You said one other thing. You said these immigrants, right? I'm going to ask you a question. And I want you to pass this test. And I'm going to go off this live. And I want to see if you come back in the comment section and pass this test. I'm not even going to block you. Because I want you to pass it. I'm going to save your name. I'm going to screenshot your name right now. And I'm going to save your name. Because I want you to answer this question. And the question I want you to answer is, you said all these immigrants, right, that Biden and this, that, and the third. I need to ask you a question. I'm going to leave it like this. How did Melania Trump get here? I'll wait for the answer in the comment section. I'll be looking in the comment section, sir. I hope you have a great day. Everybody, y'all have a blessed day, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all. Hey, again, to that brother, I'm not even going to block you, brother. I'm just going to ask you a question, brother. That's all I'm going to ask you. That's all I'm going to ask you, right? How did Melania Trump get her citizenship? I'll wait for the answer in the comments. So I'm not blocking you. I'm waiting for you to come back in the comments. I'm going to give you all day. Come back in the comments and tell me, dog.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.